There's no words on it.
He loves betraying people. He gets off on it. He's committed to Satan.
Fight it, and we'll do it live.
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay. If you're a new listener, just type in Pentagon tested gay bomb on Iraq. They didn't consider using it. They've used it on our troops.
And welcome to your long ride home. I am your host, Michael Long. Joining me here today is Kira the intern. Because you already do that much better than Corey did. Sadly, Corey decided that he just wasn't going to show up. No call, no show. I've been texting him. I've been messaging him. He hasn't returned anything from me, so apparently he's just not going to show up today. Whatever. I guess after yesterday, you can kind of expect that level of professionalism from Mr. Hennessy. But the show must go on. And today we have Kara, right?
Yes.
The intern. I stopped calling you Kiara, finally. It only took me 3 months.
Yeah, that was long enough.
We got Kara, the intern, who will be sitting in for one Mr. Cornelius Hennessy because he felt like not showing up for whatever reason. I don't know why. We had a great ending yesterday. If you want to talk to us live, you can call in at 330-400-4562. Call and talk to us about whatever's on your mind. We got a lot to cover today. It's day 2 of the Donald Trump impeachment. Oh, well, it's going good with that. They showed some video of the Capitol being rioted, the insurrection, which a lot of people, it seems like I've heard about 7 or 8 people accidentally calling it erection while trying to explain it in the Senate. Like, Donald Trump, he incited an insurrection. So, yeah, I don't think Trump's starting too many erections, but we shall see. Maybe you will. Maybe people watching with you on the screen.
I'm sure I will.
Some erections will be.
What was that one comment yesterday about
I don't know.
dripping down the leg?
Oh, God. We're not even going to talk about that. There's a lot of comments made yesterday that I'm sure people regret making. And they show they regret making it by not showing up to work. But I'm here because it's my name on the show. So,
well, I actually showed, so that's a plus.
Hey,
right?
you're moving on up in the world. You're already doing better than some people, apparently. I don't know. It's the first time missing a show in however long we've been doing it. It'd be nice for a call, but what can you expect, I guess?
I mean, that was just rude.
It was rude.
And unprofessional.
Well, that's what you get sometimes. These young kids these days, they just don't know the meaning of a hard day's work. They just don't know it. But, well, we're here. We're here. We're queer. Ready to spread some fear, I guess.
And cheer.
And cheer. And drink some beer. I don't know. I'm just going to rhyme. It feels weird because I'm so used. It feels weird. It's like when you've been married for so long and you go through a divorce and you start, dating another chick. It's weird.
It's awkward.
It's awkward because I'm not used to you. I don't know what your turn-offs are. I don't know much about you. I'm just here with you. I'm
pretty open-minded, so.
Well, we found that out yesterday.
Sure did.
Oh, you were telling me earlier you can't swallow anymore, so.
Yeah, sorry.
That's got to really put a kink in the bedroom plans.
Nice hawkers for you, though.
Ew. That's nasty. That's nasty. You nasty.
You nasty.
You nasty. Did you see friend of the show, Wild Man Johnny, went live on Facebook today?
I did not see that.
I'm gonna get the audio and play it later. But yeah,
Why not play it now?
He went a little crazy. We got to build up to that.
Wow.
That is some mass. That's like a huge thing. That video he did, it was amazing. Oh, look at that. Had someone say, "I'm very concerned. Did you two make up?" I guess talking about me and Corey. As you can tell, apparently, yeah. Unless that's Corey in drag and he's pulling a fast one on us. Which very well could be. I don't know. I've never seen Corey without a beard. I'm just saying. Could be him. But yeah.
You'll never know.
You'll never know. So unless he shaved his beard and put a wig on, I don't think we made up. You nasty. He said it. You nasty.
Nasty.
That's one of our gay followers. He's married to a big old burly man as well. Not as well, because I'm not married to a big burly man, but I don't think you've ever seen my husband.
I have.
Have you?
Yeah.
When?
You posted
oh yeah, I
playing the
forgot
game.
you're on Facebook.
Yeah.
I forgot you're on my Facebook.
Duh.
I forgot about that. I only post personal stuff when I'm drunk. God damn it, I forgot it again.
That's why I had to stop drinking.
If Corey wasn't here, if Corey was here, he could have reminded me to hit the record button. But no. Just left us hanging like some low hanging fruit.
I mean, that was just wrong. But
Yeah.
And I got put on the spot.
You did, and you're horrible so far. No, I'm just kidding.
I think I'm handling okay.
You know.
Yeah, Still got to loosen up.
It's
a
like,
little bit.
have you ever seen that movie Liar Liar? Like right after he has sex with his boss, she's like, "How was it?" And he's like, "I've had better."
Because he can't lie about it.
Yeah. Good times.
Yeah,
Good times.
that
Oh,
is
what's
a good
going on with my
movie.
throat? Throat's feeling a little scratchy right now.
It's because we're smokers.
Take a sip of my pop, my carbonated beverage, but not an energy drink. I'm trying to get back on that. I slipped up yesterday.
You sure did.
Maybe that's what happened.
I
Maybe
got on you
Corey.
about it too.
Maybe Corey was so upset that I had drank an energy drink. That's why he was really in a bad mood yesterday. That's what set him off.
That could have been it.
He was worried for my health and my well-being because he is such an honorable man that he doesn't show up for work.
Or maybe he just got annoyed because I'm bad at interrupting people too, and I interrupted him a couple times yesterday too.
I never interrupt people.
Yeah, so maybe that was it.
I never interrupt people.
I'm horrible at that.
I don't think I've ever even interrupted anyone.
I think you did it.
I don't think I
yesterday.
have. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not the type to interrupt anyone. It's just not what I do. So, what'd you watch? Did you watch anything on TV last night? Anything interesting?
I watched the show again.
The show? Oh, our show?
Yeah,
You
I
watch
like to
our
see
show
myself
again?
on camera and see how I'm doing.
Okay.
See what I can improve.
Is that all you watched last night?
Yeah, unfortunately, I was so exhausted. I went straight to bed after that.
We watched the 911 from Monday night. We watched it on Hulu. And then we watched This Is Us, which is one of our favorite shows.
I love This Is Us. That's a
Tear
good show.
jerker. It is a tear jerker. It's going to make you cry into your hands, and you need tissues.
There's nothing wrong with crying.
Nothing wrong with crying.
Crying's healthy.
It is sometimes, I guess.
Unless you
depending
cry
who
too
you are.
much.
So we talked about the lady with the Gorilla Glue in her hair. She just landed in Los Angeles. She made it to LA where a surgeon is going to operate on her.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, someone was in the hallway.
Slamming doors.
She touched down in LAX on Wednesday. Came from Louisiana. The Beverly Hills doctor says he can fix her rock solid hair with a lengthy procedure. So it looks like she's going to get fixed. Oh, well, hey.
Yeah.
Can you, I know you're not professional enough to show up on time, but can you at least be professional enough not to slam doors and make a bunch of noise while we're live?
That was pretty rude.
We are trying to, run a show here. So Yeah.
Well, where's this? Oh shit! I'm a mic.
Well, I mean, you showed up late. I don't know what you expect.
I mean, you can
So
get the
I'm just
cordless
replaced.
mic.
I don't know.
I'm just replaced.
Oh, was I supposed to just do the show by myself, not knowing if you were coming?
Yeah.
No.
The long ride home.
Yeah.
It's the long ride home.
You're right. I lead
Once
the
again,
show.
it's all
You
about
follow.
you.
You're right.
It's about you.
My name's on the poster. It better be about
yeah.
me.
It's all about you.
You're right.
It's always about you.
Okay. That's what the show is.
And she's here for 3 days, and this was her plan.
No, my plan. Yeah, because it's going so great with her as a co-host.
Well, that's just not right.
Witty banner back and forth over here.
That was me.
I mean, you're just not, nothing against you. I play better with men. That's why
I get it.
That's why I married one. Do you want to join the show, or are you just going to stand there and look angry?
You want your
Well, there's no point because you've already started.
Oh, yeah, well, hey, guess what? Women start without you all the time and let you join in still.
And they usually finish without me.
Yeah. But they let you join in the middle somewhere, so we could do that. You can just join in. Hey, Bradley, I don't even gonna try to pronounce his last name. Said best Michael Long show ever. You put that up on the screen so people can see that. Best Michael Long show ever.
I don't know.
Should keep that up there for the whole show, just to remind people whose show it is.
Headphones, and you don't have to use. Where's my headphones? I left them here.
I don't know. Why are you mad at the intern? She ain't the one that made you late.
No,
What? Oh, you're late because you had to get an extra large pop because you needed that.
I'm usually the one that's always late.
Yeah, that's why you got 10 kids at home. I guess.
20.
For your information,
Do you want your seat?
I don't have to give you an excuse.
Yeah, well, you kind of do. I mean, this show is put on by Michael Long Entertainment. So, we kind of, need you to be accountable. Going to let him sit down in his seat so I don't want him storming out of here again crying.
Unhook my headphones there so you can hook his headphones up.
Yeah. So which one's yours? These ones are yours. Let me unplug you so we can get Cornelius in here so he can sit down and maybe.
I know the star of the show was here on time.
Yeah, that's what matters. I mean, I was here.
The only one that matters. One that matters is here.
Let me put it back up on screen again. The best Michael Long show ever was the comment.
The only one that matters here. Plug me in, please.
I'm glad. I'm glad
you're getting
admitted.
a please. Be glad you're getting a please. Is what I'm saying.
I'm glad you're finally admitted that this is the I'm the one that matters on this show. So, and you
I don't know about all that.
You can send me a thank you note as well. You send me a please. You can send me a thank you note. Send it to the Michael Long Entertainment LLC offices for letting you be on the show.
Yeah, and where are those? You want to give everyone your address?
No, I'm not going to do that. You ready for the show?
No, I don't. I'd really.
You really what? What? Would you rather be at home right now, still miserable?
Yeah.
Because you had to wake up and realize you were you today. So here we go. Let's go ahead and.
You didn't have to disclose yourself just because I stole your seat back. My seat. I stole my seat back.
I just want to just not stay out of non-confrontational, guys.
Okay.
There's no confrontation. It's just the point that.
It's just the point that
he always puts himself before everyone else.
It's just the point that I'm trying to produce a good quality show.
Well, then maybe you should step down as host.
And Corey would just like to come in late and be all pissy again because he's had a bug up his ass because he actually has to leave his couch.
Yeah. It's not so cushy.
It's not my fault.
I don't have a cushy 5-minute commute.
It's not my fault you have become the crazy cat lady while we're out of the studio and you don't like leaving your house.
I don't know if I'd call it a crazy cat lady.
No, you're without the cats. Get 2 or 3 cats and that's you.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't come in with curlers in your hair and your bathrobe on.
No, I don't have any hair anymore.
That's true. Oh, you got a haircut? Is that why you're late?
I don't have to give you an excuse.
Yeah, I know you didn't do it for the show because God forbid you do anything productive for this show. So anyways, let's move on.
I'm going to pretend for the sake of this, I'm going to pretend you didn't just say that.
Okay.
Because I know damn well I do a lot for this show.
I'll email it to you later just so you...
Yeah, I do a lot for this show.
Okay.
Let's just get the show rolling.
Okay.
I'm here. I might as well.
Can you watch your language today?
I don't know if I can watch it. I can try.
Okay. Yeah. Try harder. I mean, like I said yesterday, you don't know, we got the big bosses now bitching at us.
Oh yeah, because
Because
bitch isn't offensive.
Well, no, because it's what you know what I don't make the rules of what you can and can't say on the radio.
Whatever.
I don't.
Whatever.
I'm not sitting at the head of the table in Washington deciding on what can be said.
You wish you were.
No, I really don't.
You wish you were in
I like
Washington.
being right here.
Okay.
Right here
Okay.
doing the best Michael Long show ever, as our commenter said.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So
I'm gonna screenshot that comment and send it to you. Don't worry.
you antagonize me. You're
Yeah.
good at that.
Okay.
You're such a troll. But whatever. What?
Okay.
So whatever. What's what are you guys talking about? What were you and the intern talking about, Mrs.
How
Miss
great
Kara?
the show is going.
Well, no,
Well, that's ruined
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
No. Well, we're going to talk about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame because they really released the name of nominees that they're going to have for 2021.
Mm.
So I'm going to go through the list, and you tell me if you think they deserve it or not, because I value your opinion.
For once, my opinion matters.
Carole King. I don't even know who she is. Great DJ we got here.
She's a musician, right?
No, yeah, obviously. No, she's going into the Rock Hall because she's a painter.
She's a musician. She had a Christmas album, didn't she?
I think so. I think she's Nat King Cole's daughter, actually.
Probably.
Maybe Carole King. Maybe I'm thinking of someone else.
I know Carol Baskin.
She killed her husband, whacked him.
Yeah.
Can't convince me it didn't happen. Fed him to tigers or snacking.
What's happening?
Carol Baskins.
So, I'm gonna say I recognize the name, and I swear on an oath I recognize the name. I couldn't tell you her body of work.
Right. Yeah, that's the thing though. Like with these rock halls, it's kind of like people our parents' age would have a better opinion on this, I guess, than we would.
We're gonna get to that age one time. They're gonna be
I
like,
know.
oh,
Like, dude, there's someday they're like, I don't know, Alien Ant Farm's going to be on the nominee list. And I'm like, what do you mean you don't know who they are, child? They wrote and produced and sang Annie, Are You Okay? Like, no, that was Michael Jackson, Grandpa. Go sit down. Sir, this is a Wendy's. Next, you have Shaka Khan. I know you know who Shaka Khan is.
Shaka Khan.
Everyone knows who Shaka Khan is.
Chaka or Shaka?
I don't know how to use Chaka.
What?
Chaka
Part of
Khan.
a group, right?
I think she was part of a group.
Hmm.
Yeah, really? You don't?
Why would? Well, see,
But you know what? If you put one of her songs on, I know who she is. But if you put one of her songs on, I wouldn't be like,
you're passing judgment on me.
yeah,
You're passing judgment on me.
yeah.
For not knowing exactly who these people are, but then
I turn around and admit to not
you're like,
knowing.
you know what? I don't know.
I know who she is. If you put one of her songs on, I wouldn't be like, oh yeah, that's Shaka Khan.
Shaka, shoo, boom, shaka, laka. All right. So obviously these names aren't big enough, but it could be because I'm not even 30
Yeah, I think
yet.
it's because of our generation.
But I know a lot of music from a lot of generations. That's what's crazy. But
Yeah. Akron's own Devo is on the list.
Devo.
Yeah. Devo.
Like whip it?
Devo, yeah. You must whip it when a party comes along. You must whip it.
I don't know anything aside from
Carole
that.
King wrote, you make me feel like a natural woman.
You make me feel like a natural woman.
Yeah, who sang that?
Oh.
She wrote it, but who sang? She didn't sing it.
I don't know.
That sounds so familiar. I think, dude, I don't know. But yeah, Devo, they actually went to Kent State. They're from Akron. They also sang, God, what else did they sing?
That's about it.
I know they sang. No, didn't they sing TV Killed the Radio Star?
No, I don't think so. That was... Video killed the radio star?
Yeah, Video Killed the Radio Star.
Television killed the radio star.
Okay, maybe it is. Oh, the only thing they had was Whip It.
I mean, I'm sure they had other music, but... They're like literally went to the recording studio one time, recorded Whip It.
Right,
It was just a single, and that was it.
I think the guy the lead singer from there or whatever, he did a lot of show work, like arranging for shows and stuff after their big one hit. Yeah, their biggest hit is Whip It with 13 million views on YouTube.
Yeah.
Their next biggest hit,
that's how they got their start. They got their start in their career, music career, was YouTube.
Yeah. No, but
you know
I'm
what?
saying
That's
right
Steve-O's favorite song.
Well, I'm saying right now, I'm saying on YouTube right now on their official channel, their top video is Whip It with 13 million views. Their next highest video is Girl You Won with 2.9 million views.
Hey,
so it goes
they're in the
down,
millions.
It goes down 11 million views from Whip It to that. And then the next one is at 759,000. That's good. Apparently it ain't that good. Yeah. So, but yeah, I think he actually did the score for Rugrats, if I remember correctly. The guy from
Like the actual
Devo.
The score for the movie?
I think like the TV show. Well, probably the movie too.
Ba-ba!
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah. I want to say they actually just put out an album in looks like 2007 or 2012. They put out a single, "Don't Roof Rack Me, Bro."
Don't roof rack me.
Yeah, whatever that means.
Don't throw me on the top of your car.
I guess so. In 2019, Alan Myers died of stomach cancer, who was a part of the band. News report at the time of his death incorrectly said he had brain cancer.
But it was his stomach.
Bob Cassell died in 2014 from heart failure. Everyone else seems to be alive. They toured the U.S. and Canada in 2014, and they played 10 dates.
Do you imagine you go to just one, one song. You're just going to see one song. Like you're going to a concert to see one song. It is not like
right, just going to see Whip It and leave. Like, Can you start with Whip It so we can get out of here and beat the traffic?
All the real fans will stick around for afterwards.
Right, all three of them. Funko in January, just this January, Funko announced 2 special vinyl statues dedicated to the band.
Okay, that's cool. If they made like a Whip It Funko Pop,
that's what the first one will represent, the music video of Whip It. While the second one will be about Satisfaction, because they covered I Can't Get No Satisfaction from the Rolling Stones. They actually covered that, which was their second biggest hit. I didn't know Fred Armisen, he traveled with them in 2018 as their drummer. Yeah.
As their drummer?
Yeah. He was the drummer on The Late Show when Seth Meyers took it over too. Fred Armisen, yeah.
That's cool.
Because he got his start on SNL.
Mm-hmm.
Which he was all right, I guess. I like the Californian skits when they do those because someone's always going to break character. But yeah, they're actually from Akron. Akron, Ohio. We got Devo and tires. So we're good. That's all we need.
All right. So they can't be the only new people.
I mean,
that can't be the only inductees is what I'm saying.
Oh, no. There's more. But I felt like since they were an Akron band,
makes sense.
They were worth talking a little more about. You have Diane Warwick, Fela Kuti, which sounds like a sex position.
Yeah.
You want to come over and do the Fela Kuti tonight?
Oh. When you put the in front of it, it sounds like you're being funny. But like if you just said, hey, you want to come over Fela Kuti with me?
Yeah, you want to come Fela Kuti with me?
What page in the Kama Sutra is that?
336.
Oh. Okay.
The Foo Fighters.
They're getting inducted?
They're a nominee. These aren't the inductees. These are the nominees.
Oh.
And then they vote from this group of nominees to figure out who gets
Foo Fighters is like 20-some years old now.
I think for the Rock Hall,
24 years,
you're eligible, I think, after 20 years after your first album is released, you're eligible. I believe it's 20.
Foo Fighters, I think 97 was the first album of the Foo Fighters. I want to say 97.
Double
with
check
it's My Hero should be on it, and people are saying, "Oh, it's about Kurt Cobain." I don't know if he ever publicly came out and said that's what it's about, or that's what he's referring to. It's like The Color of Life or some weird.
Oh, it's
Don't mind me.
In order to be considered eligible artists, our bands must have released their first commercial recording at least 25 years earlier.
So it must have been earlier than that. Then
Yeah.
if the Foo Fighters are a nominee,
Yeah, because it has to be at least 25 years. So Foo.
maybe it was 96. Maybe it was 96. Maybe they were just now eligible.
Let's see. Oh yeah, their debut album was. I'm sure they're just now eligible. Their first public debut was in 1995.
Oh, it was 95.
Yeah, their band's first single, "This Is a Call," was released in June of 95. Its debut out, Foo Fighters, was released the next month. So July of 95.
So I'm thinking earlier. So I'm thinking of their probably first successful album was probably that second album. What was their second album?
Let's see here. Let me just go down to their
discography.
The Color and the Shape was in 97. I knew it was.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. I didn't realize that it was something. If they had something from 95, because Kurt killed himself in 94.
Was it 94?
And in 94,
probably. Because
then they released the Unplugged. I don't know. Besides the point, I think they released that Unplugged album like posthumously.
Yeah, I think so.
But
Cobain died in April of 94.
Yeah. But he had. Do you remember? I don't know if you're a Nirvana fan or not. Are you into Nirvana? Do you remember?
I knew the one song that Weird Al parodied, and that's about it. Wow. And that's because DDP came out to the "Smells Like Teen Spirit" in WCW.
The generic version of it, the dollar store version. There was a box set that came out, and it was a bunch of unreleased stuff from like 04 with the lights out. And there was some like solo Dave Grohl stuff. I think at least one or two songs that was released on it. So he was like kind of had his own thing going. Mm-hmm. So some conspiracy theorists would say he wanted Kurt to die. Just kidding. Okay. That's terrible to say.
A lot of people think. I mean, there's still people that think Courtney
is involved in it. Maybe.
Still people that think that.
I think there's a possibility there. I'm not going to exclude that being an honest opinion of what could happen, or maybe did happen, or maybe didn't happen. But yeah, he had some stuff in the works before he passed. So he had like some, he was either ready, he was either going to leave, potentially could have left the band, or just went and did his own solo thing, or maybe still been in the band.
Right.
But he already had some solo projects going on. So
I wasn't a big follower of Nirvana. Because
obviously I was 3 years old when Kurt killed himself. So
I was 7.
Yeah. So I don't remember it.
Right.
Now you probably might remember.
I really don't. Because I really didn't get into like the MTV and stuff until I was like in middle school.
Yeah, that makes sense. I was in elementary school, but like later on.
Like I can't even remember really listening to music when I was younger. Like being like into music. Like I'd hear music, but I was like never really into music until later in life.
I'd say like 95, 96. My mom, she bought a Sable, and there was a CD in the car. She bought it was like 97, 98.
She bought Arena Lesnar now.
Yeah. When I think back on my childhood with music, she had a Beach Boys album that would play in the car, and she listened to that over and over.
Oh God.
That's
a hell of a band.
And then there was a cassette. Yeah, there was a cassette that my dad had from way back when I was younger than that. That I remember he would always play. He'd always play the Cars. He'd drop us off. He always had the Cars' greatest hits.
Can you imagine if cassettes were still like a major thing? Like
vinyl is?
I wonder if cassettes will come back like vinyl.
Cassettes kind of are. Cassettes they're a niche. They're a niche thing.
Well, vinyl was for a while too.
Niche was vinyl was just a hipster thing, and then everyone's like, "Well, you guys all want to," because everyone kept making. They never stopped making turntables, but it was not, like I said, it wasn't everyone. Everyone makes a turntable.
We got a record player at our house.
You can go to any store, basically Walmart, Kohl's, any store. You can get a Crosley.
Yeah.
But so my dad had an 80s. He would play the Cars' greatest hits all the time, which. So I love the Cars though. So I still listen to the Cars when every once in a while I'll pop on.
What's their biggest song?
Bye Bye Love. Man, so you put me on the spot now.
Didn't one of them just die too?
I think so.
Not long ago,
but I think so. Bye Love. And then now you're putting me on the spot. Like I said, I can't remember. And then he had an 80s album. Pump it, jam, pump it up. And it's a bunch of 80s music. Manic Monday was on it. So those are
okay. I know that song.
Yeah.
Well, that was in the Cars, but
There's
just another Manic Monday.
Let the good times roll. That's another big song.
Okay, I think that sounds
Let the Good Times
familiar.
Roll is a real big song of theirs. They had decent catalog.
Was it? Yeah, okay. Rick Okazak just died last year in September. Oh no, that was 2019. He died. So
it's sad, man. But that's my memories of the whole point of that is that's memories of music as a child.
I remember my I think like the first artist or whatever that I really like enjoyed was Meatloaf. And that's because my dad had his cassette and we listened to it on the way there.
What was it, Bad Out of Hell? Or was it like
no, it's Bad Out of Hell 2.
Oh, Bad Out of Hell 2. I like Bad Out of Hell 2, but not as
I like his Objects in the Rearview Mirror was like the first song I can remember actually loving. And just because like it told a story. Like, and that's what I love. I just love music that was like visual, that told a story with that. You won't be looking at anything, but you can picture the whole song in your head.
You know what always astonished me, and it goes along with that, is when you have an album, like it tells a story and the tracks flow into each other.
Oh, yeah.
That's always been like a cool thing.
Yeah.
I was like, it's like mind blowing. I'm like, you don't know when one stops and one ends.
And that's a good thing. Like Meatloaf, all Meatloaf CDs have kind of been like stories. Like the whole album is a story. And it's like, because like a lot of people like Kid Rock and them, like each song is just a different song on the album. But with like
Meatloaf, pull
Meatloaf,
Kid Rock out of that.
Bob Ritchie.
Did you excuse me, have you ever seen Pick of Destiny? It's Nation's
I
D
love that movie.
with Meatloaf in the beginning.
Yeah.
And then
Oh my god, I love that movie.
And then
I
Fight
love
Club.
that song.
Fight Club, and when he's just sobbing.
I actually like a movie he's in called Black Dog.
You know what?
The trucker movie. Have you seen that?
No, he just
So
did.
good.
He was just in. He was just in a movie like recently,
Uh-huh.
and I can't recall what it is.
He's been in a lot of movies.
He just did another movie.
I'm gonna have to look
I don't
it
know
up.
if he was like a big part of it, if he was just
Right.
like a cameo, not as himself, but I think he was just maybe in it for a little bit.
I know. But yeah, he was in Black Dog with Patrick Swayze was the star of Black Dog. Oh man, it was so good. Let's see. The last movie he was in was Wishing and Hoping in 2014. On TV, he was on Ghost Wars in 2017.
Maybe I'm wrong, man.
And Elementary. Yeah, Elementary is the last in Ghost Wars. And the last movie was Wishing and Hoping, which is 2014.
Could you name off some other ones that he was in most and recently before that?
Stage Fright, All American Christmas Carol, The Moment, Absolute Killers. That's going back to 2011.
Yeah, I must have confused. You know what? I do have it confused, and you're going to be like, "Wow, you really are that confused?"
I'm afraid to
about
know.
it. Mick Foley is actually who I'm thinking of, and I hadn't watched it. There's a movie called like 12-Hour Shift, and he's in, and so I downloaded.
How do you get Meatloaf and Mick Foley, man? Okay.
No, there is something.
My name's Michael. Why didn't you get him confused with me?
I don't know, because I don't think you're in any movies that I have seen. I don't want to. I would have to type in. I would have to get into Gabe.
Mick Foley was in 12-Hour Shift. He played Nicholas.
Yeah. So I still got to watch that. So we were talking about this before. I have a habit. I'll download or purchase movies or whatever.
You'll purchase them because downloading's illegal.
Yes. So I'll purchase them and I'll get into it and I'll be like, let me check this movie out. So I have this whole server, and it's like a Netflix, and there's a drop down menu, and it'll tell you like the main characters in the movie and stuff, and Mick Foley's picture's like really old too. It's not like a standard picture. It's like a picture from like the 90s when he like without a beard, like straight black hair. I'm like, wow, that doesn't even look like him. Yeah, it's a really old picture.
Bradley.
Did he chime in about Meatloaf? Because
no, Doran Campolina. However you say that name. He said Corey is the best guest ever on the best Michael Long episode ever. Just digging it in.
Go
Just digging
You know what,
it
Bradley?
in.
Go eat meatloaf. All right, go eat meatloaf on your live chat with Meatloaf. All right, that's your custom video of moment of the day.
Yeah.
All right.
So let's see who else we got. We got the Go-Go's.
Okay.
I don't know. I know they're popular. I can't picture them.
Yeah.
Those songs. Iron Maiden. That's a kind of big name. I'm surprised
Yeah.
it's just now getting a nomination. I mean, they may have been nominated before and just not made the final cut. But that's kind of a surprising name not to already be in there, because when you think of metal,
Yeah.
Iron Maiden's kind of like
the Matrix. I mean,
right.
I mean, you really. That's
be
a
like,
big name,
right? It'd kind of be like I don't like Ozzy not being in there, or Black Sabbath not being in there.
Yeah, I know it's a big name, but I used to be a semi-metal head, but I still couldn't be like, that's an Iron Maiden.
And that's definitely Iron Maiden. I know Iron Maiden, and that, my friends, is Iron Maiden.
Here's my honest opinion, or unpopular opinion. I don't really care for Dio.
For Dio?
For Dio.
Oh, Dio. I think you said Dio. Like, what do you got against down low guys?
No.
Who
Dio.
cares if they don't want you to know their sexuality?
No, I'm just not a big fan of Dio. Never have been.
I like his voice. Like, I liked him in Pick of Destiny, which we were just talking about.
Yeah.
Dio, can you save me?
Who also was in Dave Grohl was in.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of people in that movie.
Who played the devil?
Dave Grohl, I
I thought so, yeah.
Yeah.
That's I was trying to make sure. Let's see. We got Jay-Z.
I have no idea
Rock
who that is.
and Roll Hall of Fame.
No idea who that is. Jay-Z?
Yeah, and people are going crazy.
Oh, I think I know who Jay-Z is. He's that guy he did that mashup album with Linkin Park.
Maybe. I thought Jay-Z was a little person that used to travel with Kid Rock.
Oh, I think you're thinking of... Oh, no, it's not the same person.
Oh, that's Josie. Josie. Okay.
Josie and the Pussycat Dolls?
No. Little person Josie. Who may have, on Double Without a Cause, may have had the greatest line on the whole album.
Like Joe, like Joe-E-C? Or is it like Josie?
No, Joe-E-C.
Oh, okay, because like the lead singer of Saliva is Josie Scott or whatever. So then you said Josie. I didn't know if it was Josie or it was Josie. So it's...
You know who Josie is, though, don't you?
Yeah, it was a
little person.
Do they like that phrase?
Yeah, it's better than midget.
I thought...
midget's offensive.
Yeah. Vertically challenged, I heard that was kind of a good phrase that they like.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Kara says she's the best guest ever on the show.
Not for long.
I'm
happy you ousted
I still
for
think
taking my seat. Actually, you kept my seat warm. I'll give you that. I hate cold ass cheeks. So.
I still think Alexis.
It's not comfortable. It's not.
I still think Alexis was the best guest I've ever had on the show. And that's just because I wanted to.
Not that Cam guy. I can't stand him.
No, screw Cam. Who likes Cam?
Screw Cam and screw the Cuyahoga Falls screw job.
Yeah. Cuyahoga Falls screw job. Damn it. No, I wanted to have sex with Alexa, so that was my favorite guest. It's the only guest that's ever given me an erection on this show. Yeah.
I've yet to have a
erection on the show yet.
Yeah, I mean,
not
from a guest.
Not
from a guest.
Not even when you sat on the chair and it was warm. Just thinking how warm those insides must be if they kept the chair that warm. She's like a space heater.
Well, that's going to change because unless my temper tantrum affected my strippers, because you said you were going to get some strippers.
Well, I don't know if you deserve strippers anymore, Corey.
I'll try to be on my best behavior.
Sit on your hands. No, you ever had like a teacher like sit on your hands? Like it's like
see, you're such an old fart that they still did corporal punishment when you were in school.
They used to beat us.
The
with
nuns. You went to
yardsticks.
Catholic school, and the nuns would. There's a. I watched a horror movie over Christmas
horror
break.
Movie or horror?
There's 3 R's. Horror.
Horror.
Silent Night, Deadly Night, and it was this kid who went to like this Catholic school.
I don't know. I don't think I've seen it.
But there's a famous thing that goes around garbage day, and it's this guy going ballistic. But you have to check it out.
Have you ever seen Santa Slays with Bill Goldberg?
No.
Or Santa with Muscles with Hulk Hogan?
No.
Oh my God, you're missing some Christmas horror classics.
I wonder if they got 4K releases.
I don't even think they have 1K releases.
Probably got a DVD. That's probably.
I don't even think they were released. They escaped.
They were leaked.
Yeah.
They were leaked like someone's nudes.
Yeah. Who's
Hulk
nudes?
Hogan's nude.
Yeah.
The
Hulk
sex
Hogan.
tape.
Oh God. His racist sex tape.
Yeah.
You know it's bad when a sex tape gets leaked and it's not the most scandalous part of the whole thing. Like that's the least scandalous part of that whole situation.
Not that he was banging his best friend's wife.
Right.
But the fact that he was
dropping N-words.
Yeah, he was dropping N-bombs.
Like they were going out of style.
You get an N-bomb.
Right.
You get an N-word.
Like, we're totally cool that you banged your best friend's girlfriend.
And the worst part about that whole thing, and it's funny because you're wearing a Hogan shirt the other day, and I was like, that's, you support racism, but like, because he was going off on a rant about his daughter's boyfriend, right? Or
right.
Like, he better not bring no.
Unless he's a basketball player.
Yeah, unless he's Dennis Rodman, brother. I'll team up with Dennis Rodman, brother.
If she brings a black guy, brother, he better join the NWO, or he can't date my daughter.
And not Wolfpack, brother. We got to go the NWO, black and white.
Black and white, brother. So, that's kind of what happened.
We're getting close.
We are getting close.
I kind of want to get through the rest of this list.
Yeah. All right, the whole 2 hours, it's just going to be me trying to get through the list because we say a name and they go in a completely different direction.
Yeah.
Kate Bush. Don't know who that is.
I know Bush.
Yeah.
But I don't know about Kate's Bush.
And maybe George's wife or daughter. LL Cool J. Mama said knock you out.
He was in one of the Halloweens, I believe. He was actually, can you verify that?
You're thinking of
Busta Rhymes?
Busta Rhymes.
Busta Rhymes was, LL Cool J.
He was in Halloween H2O.
Yeah.
He played a security guard.
That's why he's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
That's why, because of the Halloween movie.
Makes sense. Yeah,
now.
he was the guard at the school of H2O.
Yeah, he was also in that shark movie. Not Sharknado. I think Deep Blue Sea, maybe it was called. I don't know.
I've never. Whatever. It was, when I think of LL Cool J,
I don't think rapper.
I think of that.
I don't think about his music when I think about him. Like he's one of those people that have transformed into where you think of him as an actor. Like Ice-T now.
Not a very good one. Yeah, you're right. Ice-T,
Ice-T now, you think of him like when someone says Ice-T, you think Law and Order. You don't think, you think Leprechaun in the Hood. You don't. No.
When I think of STD or STDs,
when I think of STDs, I think of our intern.
Ooh, spicy. When I think of
like her vagina.
Ooh, when I think of Ice-T, I think of Player Haters Ball.
I've never seen that.
The Player Haters Ball on Chappelle's show.
She says she's crystal clean.
Crystal clean. We don't use that. We don't use that first word you just said.
I forgot about that. You don't like the name.
Yeah,
the word
I have
crystal.
I
don't know.
Anyways, that's what I think of. You never seen the Player Haters Ball, the Chappelle skit?
No.
You're gonna have to watch it.
I'm gonna have to. I have the entire series at home, and I've never watched it.
You're gonna have to. I don't know.
I'm like you. I ordered it and never watched it. I've been around you too much. It's rubbed off on me. Mary J. Blige.
Get on the floor. She started acting too, right?
Yeah, she's in some Tyler Perry stuff.
Yeah.
How you say it like that? Well, yeah, she's black, of course. So you said it like, yeah, well.
Now you're putting words in my mouth.
I'm just saying what you look like you were thinking.
Well, you can't say what I look like I'm thinking because.
Oh no, because then I'd have a Hulk Hogan scandal.
Yesterday.
I'd have a Hulk Hogan scandal if I did that.
Oh, now you're saying I got a bunch of racist.
So the New York Dolls is the next name on the list.
I know of the Goo Goo Dolls.
Yeah, I don't know who the name. If the Go-Go's and the New York Dolls meshed, would that be the Go-Go Dolls?
That'd be close. That would just be like somebody that didn't know how to read.
Right.
So we could pass as that.
Actually, when the Go-Go's, I was thinking of the Goo Goo Dolls when I read that name. Rage Against the Machine. They better make it. I think they deserve it.
They won't do what they tell you.
Yeah.
I like Rage Against the Machine. Radom
too.
I like Radom. I like putting...
I used to think that DX's theme music was sung by Rage Against the Machine because it
Yeah.
sounds. But the name of the band that actually sung that, or they were the DX band.
Yeah, and then one guy died, right?
Yeah, he just died recently. Actually, I didn't know he was actually working for TNA for a while doing their music. But there's the band before they, did the DX stuff. They were like a Rage Against the Machine tribute band.
Really?
So, yeah. So because everyone thought it was Rage Against the Machine when DX first started coming out. And I just love like when people are like, why does Rage Against the Machine have to be so political? Like they were very anti-Trump. People like, why can't they just stick to music? Like why are they being political now? Like now, have you ever listened to a Rage Against the Machine song?
Yeah,
This is not new.
They weren't singing about the going against the political machine, and that's the whole point. Rage Against the Machine.
The machine. It's in the name of the band. Jeez. Tina Turner.
Okay, I see that.
And Todd Rundgren.
That name sounds familiar too.
Yeah, he was.
But for some reason, I think Rundgren. I think of like a Mike Rundgren. Why does Mike Rundgren sound familiar?
I don't know. I know that. Yeah, Todd Rundgren.
Tina Turner. How's she doing?
I think she's doing pretty good. Her daughter was just in a movie. She's become an actress. Oh no, wait, is that Tina Turner? Or I'm thinking something else.
Well, it's not. What's her face? It's not Tina Turner. It's not Mariah Carey. Who's the? We talked about her yesterday. I thought.
Who?
Bathtub.
Oh, Whitney Houston.
Yeah,
it's not her daughter. She's in a bathtub beside her mom in heaven. Whew. That's crazy. I made a really bad joke when Whitney Houston's daughter died, because it was literally like 2 weeks after the Lifetime Whitney Houston movie came out, and so like I shared the headline of her dying. And I was like, "Geez, the movie wasn't that bad, was it?" People were like, "How you can't say that?" I'm like, "I just did." But
canceled.
Yeah. So that is your nominees for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
I'm not wowed.
Yeah,
I'm not wowed at all.
I'm not either.
But at some point, they're going to be like, "Hey, The Weeknd is up for. He's 10 years in. He's
got 15 more.
Well, technically,
your first commercially released album.
So that will be technically 2012. So next year will be 10 years since, because he had 3 mixtapes.
Well, 15 more after that.
Yeah. So
and then people are like, "Why is The Weeknd on this list?"
Yeah. Because he did the halftime show.
Yeah, that's what it is. But it is time for us to take a break. We'll be back at 5 o'clock with more of your long ride home right here on WMVU. Oh, wait, I should. Oh, well.
WMVU.org.
No way!
24 hours, 7 days a week. Akron, Canton, Cleveland, Northeast Ohio, and worldwide.
Okay.
Facebook exclusive stuff right here. Some exclusive content where some music's still playing on the station.
Are we visually muted too, or did you take
No,
that off?
I took that off. We're going to have a Wild Man Johnny update when we come back.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's going to be exciting. Kara, the intern, who was co-host for a few minutes.
You're always, I don't care if you're ever not an intern, you're always going to be the intern.
Oh, yeah. You're always going to be Kara, the intern. Even
Like-
if we hire you and you're making millions of dollars a year, you're still going to be Kara, the
Kind of
intern.
like Lil Wayne, it's still Lil Wayne.
Yeah, he's like
Always.
60.
Yeah, and out of prison.
Yeah. Thanks to DJT.
DJT, isn't that stick? Doesn't that like it kind of just goes? Instead of saying Donald J. Trump,
DJT.
former President Donald Trump, it's DJT, and people are like DJT,
Yeah.
and they were like, "There's a guy that's just named T." He
DJT. Oh, you want to shut that door? Intern?
Yeah, I want to be DJ.
were you born in a door?
In a door.
In a
Yeah.
barn?
Yeah.
Were you born in a barn?
I call myself the lamb and not the goat. So
What's that?
I call myself the lamb and not the goat.
Okay.
Because the GOAT is Tom Brady
The goat.
and LeBron James and Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods, yo.
Tiger Woods.
Does that appease
I thought Tiger Woods was the cheetah.
you? Yeah, he's not the GOAT. He's the cheetah.
He's the cheetah.
Cheetah.
Brian Adams. Kids Wanna Rock is what's playing. Oh, we could play the 6 steps to prevent COVID.
What is that?
I don't know. We're about to find out.
Stay home, stay home, stay home, stay home. Don't let
virus that causes coronavirus disease is spreading in some of our communities.
Wear 6 masks.
This disease, also known as COVID-19, is thought to spread mainly from person to person through respiratory droplets produced when an
Droplets.
infected person coughs or
Person.
sneezes.
not sexual fluids.
These droplets
No.
can spread to the mouth,
So
nose,
you can
or
eat all that
hands of
vag
people
you
who are
see. Now you can
nearby,
say shit
or
all you want
possibly
because we're not on the
be
air.
inhaled into the
We're on
Whoa.
Facebook.
Take steps to
Whoa.
lower
We're just on
the getting
Facebook.
sick.
Whoa.
So now
Here's some
you
things you
so
should
get it out now while you
Wash your
can.
hands often with soap and water.
Wash
Get it
your-
out now
least
while you
20
can, and then when we're
Could
back on
also
the
use
air,
hand
you can be a
sanitizer.
good little
It
boy.
contains at least
Shit.
60% alcohol. Take extra measures to put distance between yourself.
Don't
and
make me
others.
laugh because I'm still
Avoid
kind of
close
pissed off at
contact
you.
with
Like
people who are sick.
honestly,
You'll be alright.
Stay
I'm like
home if you're
pretty
sick.
annoyed,
Except to
but
get
like
medical
I'm trying to
care.
make the
You're
best
annoyed
of it.
every.
Severe
You're annoyed
symptoms.
just by
'Cause I'm here.
waking up.
Yeah,
You're like,
well,
I
I'm
woke
here.
up.
Cover
I'm
coughs
annoyed
and
'cause I woke
sneezes
up.
of the
I'm
tissue.
here, so I'm trying to
the
make the
inside
best of
Yeah.
it. So, but like,
I need more
Dude,
Blu-rays.
that's- you look like what's his face?
Walter?
Walter.
I need more. That's who you are. You're a young version of
No,
Walter.
you're Walter.
Yeah, I'm pissed off because I need more
Older
Blu-rays.
adults and people who have
Whatever. Don't
severe
hate on my
chronic
Blu-ray
medical
collection.
like
I only got
heart or lung
50
disease
Blu-rays
or
I haven't
diabetes
watched yet.
are
You're
at higher
jelly.
risk for more serious illness.
Oh, my jelly,
You're
yo.
just
This
jealous.
group should consult with their healthcare provider.
So,
about
assault with your
additional
healthcare
steps
provider.
to stay protected.
I don't have one. I don't
For
have
more
health
information
insurance
on
because
COVID-19,
Michael Long
please
Entertainment
visit
LLC doesn't provide health
cdc.gov/.
insurance.
Well, maybe if you spend more money on
Let's work
insurance
together
and Blu-rays,
to protect
you'd be in a
ourselves,
better
our
position.
families, and our
Whatever. You're a liar.
Come on, kick it. Akron, Canton, Cleveland, Northeast Ohio, and
World
worldwide.
of music.
We are many voices united.
You are listening to the worst show on radio. This is your long ride home on WMVU, part of the Radio Free Entertainment Network.
Without a doubt, the worst episode ever. Rest assured that I was on the internet within minutes, registering my disgust throughout the world.
Gentlemen, the king.
And welcome back to your long ride home. I am your host, the king of Akron Radio, Mr. Michael Long. Sitting across from me is disgruntled employee of the month, Corey Hennessy, the one and thank God only. We're coming to you live from the Rubber City, Akron, Ohio on WMVU, part of the Radio Free Entertainment Network. And we're back. We teased it on Facebook a little bit. We're going to have an update on Wild Man Johnny.
You teased it on Facebook?
We teased it on Facebook.
Wow.
Dusenberry said Kara's like Bethany in Dogma. to RJ and Silent Bob. Which one's
Good or bad?
Silent Bob? I think it's you because I don't let you talk that much.
But you are totally Silent Bob. Like you could cosplay
I could.
as Silent Bob, but I can't be Jay because I'm way too fat for that.
Yeah. Well, now I'm too fat to be Silent Bob.
Well, now,
Yeah.
but I mean,
If I want to be OG Silent Bob, though.
Have you been working on your psychic skills?
If I did the whole show as Silent Bob, how bad would that be? Yeah, I'll be Silent Bob for like the next minute. Just ask me a question.
Okay. So how was your night last night? Did you work on your project? Yeah, that's cool. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for the next hour? That's cool. These people on the radio have no idea what's going on.
I know.
Hey, you broke character already.
Wait.
You already broke character.
Look, you said, why didn't I do the show by myself? It's kind of hard, isn't it?
No.
Whatever. Let's do a Wild Man Johnny update.
Okay.
I think we need one. Bring the mood up in the place.
Oh, man, we got to figure out what happened to our long lost.
I know.
Worst case scenario, we just have to find, because we played the hell out of that.
Oh, we did.
So we're going to have to find an old episode and grab that audio.
Oh, yeah.
That episode he was here, actually.
Yeah.
I wonder if he'd be disgruntled. He'd be more disgruntled than me.
Maybe.
Am I the angry white guy now?
You are. You are definitely the angry white guy now.
We got an angry black guy previously. Now we have an angry white guy. But people don't care about angry white guys because that pretty much sums up every white guy.
Pretty much. All right, let's play.
I really feel like you're about to blow everyone's eardrums out.
I don't know. I'm trying not to. Let's see. Let's play this. See how it sounds.
Hey guys,
Oh,
I might know that her name's Kelly Johnson. She just called the cops on me saying that I was trying to beat her up and abused her. And I'm letting y'all know if any guys are looking for a woman that is a hoe, get a hold of Kelly Johnson. And she'll take good care of you guys. Her name's Kelly Johnson. I am not in a relationship no more. I am single and happy now. I'm letting y'all know if any guys looking for a woman that you guys could
Today, Junior.
Kelly Johnson.
Oh, that's her name.
Johnson
Oh,
is her name.
Okay, we need to tag Cherry in this. Can we just at her right now? Cherry!
Whoa,
Cherry!
What was her name? You know what that reminded me of? The whole I'm single, I'm not in a relationship no more. I gotta find this video.
Okay.
It reminded me of this guy.
This guy, man. I really want to get his side of the story now.
I do too. We got to get him back in here.
Yeah, we got to get him in here. He can hang out in there in case he's crazy
Infected.
Yeah, in case he's infected, because he did just spend some time at the hospital, didn't he?
Yeah. Okay, here it is. This guy. This is from a church conference.
Oh.
Sugar Mike Rob made this, baby.
Okay, not that part.
Turn around and tell those people. Tell them. I'm not gay no more. I am delivered. I don't like men no more. I said I like women. Women. I said women. I'm not gay. I would not date a man. I would not carry a purse. I would not put on makeup. I will love a woman.
A woman.
A women.
Like,
He will
not-
love a women.
So he was A is a singular, and he said a woman or a woman, like it's
Like multiple.
yeah. He's like, I will
Just
only
like Jesus.
I will only like Wilt Chamberlain it up. Babe Ruth it up. I'll be a womanizer now.
Womanizer.
I used to be a woman.
Womanizer.
I used to be a woman. Now I'm a womanizer.
Would have been nice if I could have heard it.
Oh, well. You can listen to the replay.
Yeah. Hurry up. Just give yourself a 30-second delay. Start a timer.
Right.
Start a timer because there is a little bit of a delay at the audio. Or you could just tune in. Well, now you really can't tune in to the WMVU Radio Free Entertainment
WMVU.
Network. Radio Free Entertainment Network. That whole shenanigan. We got apps.
Yeah.
Got
Apple,
websites, apps.
WMVU.org, or you can listen on the Radio Free Network app in your app store. Yeah. QR code it up.
Yep. If you're just walking down the street one day, you're going to see a QR code. You better scan it.
It'll be us.
It'll be us.
Just us sitting there like this.
Mm-hmm.
I always love that video, though. I'm not gays no more.
I've never heard that before. Is that
you
old?
haven't?
No.
Yeah, that's old. That's probably like 2000.
Like you old?
It's probably like 2008, 2009.
Really?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Since high school? Since I was in high school?
Oh, yeah, probably. Yeah. And I remember he was on Facebook for a while, and people would just drag every post he did.
You say that's probably not a good choice of words.
Right, probably not. Like he'd always be posting these pictures, and he'd be like holding like one of those briefcase things, and they'd be like, "I thought you were gonna carry a purse no mo." I love when Wildman Johnny said, "I'm not in a relationship no mo," it made me think of that.
Are we gonna cut that up, and are we gonna send it over to the producers and have it cut up?
I think we should,
and have a song.
I think we should.
So the one thing he said, and she's good at gardening, right?
Yeah,
this girl's a really good gardener.
She's a great gardener.
Very weird that it's the middle of February.
And she's gardening.
She's gardening. Like that's
talent.
It's in Ohio.
That's talent.
Yeah, if you're getting grass to grow,
maybe she has a greenhouse. Never know.
She probably has a greenhouse before she had her green card.
Exactly. Well, I think. Yeah, I showed her a picture of her. You saw her in the one video I sent you.
Yeah,
she looked like she was straight out the corner.
You kept calling her, and it looked like an alien, right?
No, yeah, she looked like Roger from Family Guy in drag.
So that would make sense that she doesn't have a green card if she's an alien.
Yeah, that's true. Johnny, stop being so ridiculous over there on the Facebook Live. Come over here. You're still with me, sweetie poo. Well, Johnny was in love like within 5 minutes of them being together.
They were engaged.
They were engaged within 5 minutes of being with each other.
The only thing they were engaged in is gauged in a fight.
Right. Well, yes, I read you the post. He posted yesterday about her being in the hospital, and he said he used the word hospital like 10 times in the post. Every other word was
he had to get his point across.
Right. You want to make sure people knew it was hospital. She's in the hospital, the city hospital. He should have. Now, see, he'll never get a job with Vince McMahon that way because he didn't call it a medical facility.
He's going to have to do that. Why don't you go in and edit it? Why don't you just be like, hey, let me take over your Facebook, and I will edit all of your stuff. I'll just edit all your face. I'll post. I'll take all the extra.
I'll do all the work. I'll be
all the extra punctuation that you do.
I'll be your social media manager
for your Bob's Burgers salary. That's all I'll charge.
Yeah, just give me whatever Bob's Burgers is giving you. Except for the racism. Keep the racism of Bob's Burgers to yourself.
Is that really that's a thing?
In my opinion, yes.
IMO?
In my humble opinion.
In your humble opinion. We got to start bringing that.
HO.
We need, well, that could be honest or humble. It could stand for a bunch of different things. Like you need to eat some humble pie.
Yeah.
But I think we need to bring that back more. Remember our probably highest rated episode, The Great Painting Mystery?
Oh, yeah.
In my opinion.
That painting is stolen.
We're not making accusations. There we go. There's some trash in the stove.
You seem just like the guy.
Certified garbage. 7 days a week. But this lost ass painting make that poor artist weep.
There's some trash in the stove. There's some trash in the stove. There's some trash in the stove.
I'm trying to sell this lost ass paint. Bring your wrong credit card for this lost ass paint.
There's some
Can't pay the rent without this lost ass paint.
There's some trash in the stove. There's some trash.
Yeah, I just get down my bad self. Speaking of humble pie, have you ever been with a woman?
Humble?
I'm just thinking pie. What? You've let a woman go down on you?
Yeah.
Okay, tell this story. How'd this come about?
Wait a minute. I just want to say that.
I was young, so.
How young?
Teenage years.
How young?
Teenage years.
Okay. How did it come about?
It just happened.
Just
my
happened.
Birthday.
It's your birthday and you're like,
We were all drunk.
No.
Hey, I'm going to let a girl go down on me for my birthday.
Yeah. If you know anyone interested, hint. Have you found any strippers yet? It was your job.
I'm on the search.
On the search
Word out there.
for a happy ending, or just the strippers?
I mean, you know, an Akron stripper, you can pretty much count on it all.
I was talking to the station manager the other day, and he's like, "I'm just leaving. I'm on Arlington or something," and I'm like, "That's
he's on the
like
hostro."
Yeah.
That is definitely.
Say what's up to the Godfather for me.
Right. Pimpin' easy, man. Remember Ice-T did his song for like a few months? Yeah. He actually came out with them, I think it was WrestleMania.
Probably.
Pimpin' ain't easy, man. It's just him singing that over and over again.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Train.
I'm telling you contact strip clubs and be like, hey.
I mean, strip clubs
We
aren't
got some-
open past a certain time now, so you know those
call 'em at
strippers
any
want
time.
to make
Well, you got
extra
time
money.
now. We can go over there right now. like we're gonna just end the show and we can go find some strippers and just see if they want to do some.
You're not allowed in this. This is us planning your birthday.
Just make sure you say, because we don't have a big budget. Pro boner.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
all. Pro boner.
It's got to be pro boner. I'm telling you, just call strip clubs and be like, hey, do you want some free advertisement on the radio? You know, it's one of our hosts' birthdays and we want to have some strippers for them. Can you send over a few girls and we'll put them on the radio and let them advertise your establishment? All you got to do, and I guarantee.
We gotta get a semi-classy one, you know.
No, we don't. It don't matter.
Yeah, it's for me. If it was for him,
Yeah.
if it was some strippers for him,
Yeah, I'd have a lot higher standards. But it's Corey we're talking about here.
Michael wanted to go on a diet, so I almost did hire him some strippers because
he
gets sick at the sight of.
Let me just have Cherry
Unani.
come in and be
Who? Cher?
Cherry.
Oh, Cherry.
Yeah,
Cherry.
she'd be your stripper.
I thought you said Cher, and I was like, I instantly got sick. I was like, why would you bring that old
If I could
raggedy?
turn back time. Don't age discriminate. Don't be an ageist.
Yeah. So if you just hire, there's some like 90-year-old Mae Young walks in here, flashes me or tatas, I'm gonna be really upset.
Come here, boy. Let me sit on your lap. That's gonna be the guy from Family Guy. We're gonna get him, Herbert
the pervert.
Yeah, we're gonna get him. Come here, you big beefy muscle man. Let me sit on your lap.
It's
Oh,
getting closer. It's Wednesday. It's 6 days. You have a deadline.
I got a piece of candy in my pocket. Just reach your hand on in there and fish it out.
You got a deadline. Intern.
Yeah.
Your job depends on it.
Yeah.
I'm calling the shots now.
Maybe on your way home, you just call a strip club and be like, hey, I get the first strip club you call and be like, you wanted some free advertisement on the radio. They will be all over it.
Will it change me from intern Kara to DJ KV?
You're always going to be intern Kara, no matter what. It's just the name that's stuck with you. It's just that's how radio is. Once you're an intern, you're always an intern. You're always called an intern, even when you ain't an intern anymore, until you move on to your next gig.
Yeah, she stayed brought me any damn Starbucks.
I could go for some Starbucks right now.
I don't even like Starbucks. I'm not a white girl.
You know why? Keep that white girl.
You want to get white girl wasted? Woo! Oh my God, white girls are so annoying. Was you a partier? Was you a partier back in the day?
I was a partier. I was definitely a drinker.
Have you ever had group sex, like with more than one person?
You're
at a
asking
time?
if she's joined an orgy, or you're just saying like, have you had
even
a threesome?
threesome or any kind of like
Eiffel
more than
Tower,
one person? Anything.
Eiffel Tower, gangbang,
a train. Have you ever had sex with more than one person in the same 24-hour period?
I mean, like, I've had sex with my boyfriend while my friend had sex with her boyfriend in the same room.
That don't count. Unless you're holding hands, that don't count.
No.
There's no.
Did at any point did you think like, hey, what if they swapped?
We could definitely see. We'd definitely been able to tell.
No, I'm like, did that thought like maybe? Ooh, what if we had them swap?
No, that thought didn't.
What if he came over here and?
I probably would have punched him in the face.
I had a
That's rude.
I had a very weird moment, and you just reminded me. So a long time ago, like 9 years ago, a little bit less than 9 years ago.
Did you have a threesome?
No, I was on a bed next to someone else on another bed. It was like beds next to each other, and someone was performing fellatio on me. When I looked over, and someone else that was kind of like we never actually like hooked up, but like kind of fooled around. She was on top of some other guy. It was kind of like It was kind of like her story, but it was weird because as we were like locking eyes,
Was it hot?
Weird. It was kind of hot, but it was weird.
Did it get the job done? Like, as soon as you locked eyes, you're like, oh, I'm done.
Yeah, it was weird because it just was.
Was it in a hotel?
No, 2012 was a weird year for me. I'm just gonna say that.
Did you discover yourself sexually in 2012?
No, no, it was just a weird year. 2012, bad memories, good memories. I don't know. I spent most of 2012 with Survivor's Guild of being 20 because I had a cousin that passed away at 21.
Oh, okay.
So I had like Survivor's Guild most of and my gambling was really bad at that point.
Yeah.
Obviously at 21, like, oh, I can start. A lot of places finally let me in. So it got bad.
Let me in now.
Let me in now.
Donald Trump, Bill Gates, let me in now.
Yeah. So that just. 2012 sucked. 2012, but it had some good moments. But
I think of 2012, man. I don't remember anything good in 2012.
We had that was it not Katrina, but Sandy. We had Hurricane Sandy in 2012.
I think so. That was in New York and New Jersey.
Yeah, something like that. And we had Obama, his second term. He was elected for his second term in 2012.
Is that a bad thing?
No,
racist.
Just things that we were just talking about things that
happened.
Things that happened in 2012. I mean, some people Sandy might have been a good thing for them.
Maybe insurance money.
Yeah.
So this chick going down on you. Did you finish or
No?
No. These are the stories that people want to know.
Really is like we have to mix up personal stories with
Obama being president.
Yeah.
We got to talk about fellatio on her and Obama being president in the same
fellatio. I like sometimes like proper terminology words are funnier than just saying yes. She was
sometimes they sound dirtier.
I was getting a BJ and
right.
You gotta be classy.
I was getting a blowy. A David Blowy.
I'm gonna start. I'm sure that's like a thing somewhere.
Oh,
like,
sure it is.
But like, I'm gonna start calling it that. Would you mind coming over and giving me a David Blowy?
This is Major Tom to Space Control.
David
I'm
Blowy.
gonna put it in her hole.
Oh. Come on, we could talk. We could spend the rest of the day just talking sexual.
About David Blowy.
Yeah, David Blowy.
That's even my porn name. I'm officially retiring from radio and I'm going into porn. My name's going to be David Blowy. That's going to be my theme song.
Going down in an early round. There goes David Blowy.
This is Major Time to come control.
David Blowy, come and blow me.
Don't get it on my flow.
Ever watched The Love Guru?
No.
You never seen Love Guru?
Uh-uh.
It's a Michael Myers movie.
Yeah. Isn't Vern Troyer in that?
Yes. Vern Troyer's in it.
We didn't talk about, speaking of Mike Myers, the Uber Eats commercial with him and Garth.
Great commercial minus
Cardi B.
Look. On paper, sure, it was cool to have that little. What did Cardi B? What did she add to that element besides her just being popular? That's the point. But like,
probably cost him a lot more.
Yeah, because you hit up. What the hell is Dana Carvey doing nowadays?
Nothing.
I haven't heard from Dana Carvey since he had like a Netflix special.
Yeah, I think that's the last major thing he did.
Yeah.
I think he may have had a talk show or something. No, that was David Spade.
Yeah, I remember Dana Carvey coming out like 5-6 years ago with a Netflix special.
Yeah.
But what has he done since?
Outside of Wayne's World, what's he really done besides Master of Disguise?
Oh, Master of Disguise is a masterpiece.
It's a great movie.
That's another movie that it's on my top list of like needs a Blu-ray release just to restore the film.
Yeah, just so you can order Blu-rays.
So here's the content of Dana Carvey's Wikipedia page, because you know how it breaks it down into sections.
Mm-hmm.
Early life, early career, Saturday Night Live, after SNL, after Master of Disguise. That's the breakdown of his career.
Oh, gonna be the Master of Disguise. We talked about that with Turtley. We did that little thing yesterday.
Oh, yeah. Turtle. I'm not turtly enough.
Turtle Club.
Oh, he was actually going to be the one who replaced David Letterman in '93 on NBC with the spot that actually ended up going to Conan O'Brien. He's going to go to Dana Carvey.
I don't think Dana Carvey has the chops. Is that an insult? Maybe, but it's not.
I don't see that.
It's like me and you. Like, I mean, I don't want to downplay myself. I think I'm awesome.
Yeah,
it would just be weird. Yeah, totally. It would just.
You'd never carry this show on your own.
Yeah, I couldn't carry this show on my own. It'd have to be the short ride home if I was the host.
Oh, he actually he was offered a role in Bad Boys, but he turned it down because he felt overwhelmed as a new father.
How can you turn
Wait a minute. Bad Boys.
Yeah.
Like 1995, Will Smith, Martin Lawrence, Bad Boys.
Yeah.
Like as one of the characters of Bad Boys?
It just said he had...
Because you have to have the black in that. Like that's the thing.
It just says he had to turn down a role in Bad Boys because he felt overwhelmed as a new father. Wonder what role they offered him.
I don't know. Hey, so Miss Intern.
Yes.
Did you ever watch Sons of Anarchy?
I've watched a couple episodes.
Not enough that you'd remember like most of the characters.
Not really.
Okay, never mind. But in the very beginning of the first Bad Boys, the part where they try to steal the car. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. One of the guys from Sons of Anarchy is in it, and I hadn't seen the movie in forever. It's always crazy how when you watch something and you recognize something later on, like if you watch a movie and then you watch a television show and you watch that same movie later on, you're like, oh my god, that's such and such that you didn't even think about before.
Holy crap!
What's that?
The original plan for Bad Boys was for it to star John Lovitz and Dana Carvey instead of Will Smith.
What?
Yes.
This is news to me.
Me too.
They need to do it. They still need to do it.
Oh, yeah. Bad Boys originally planned to star John Lovitz and Dana Carvey.
You know, one of my favorite John Lovitz scenes in a movie has to be Little Nicky.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of my all-time favorite John Lovitz scenes when he falls and goes to hell because he's pretending to be a bird and he's like being a peeping Tom. It's so great. I love that movie.
Yeah.
They just don't make Adam Sandler movies like that anymore.
No, they don't.
20 years. That movie's 20 years old this year. Or it was 21 years, I think, actually.
Wow.
Does that make you feel old?
Yeah, it does.
Make you feel old as shark.
Originally, Bad Boys was going to be a Disney movie, so I guess that makes sense.
Well, the first 5 minutes would have not been in a Disney movie.
No. So yeah, John Lovitz mentioned on Rob Lowe's podcast that he originally been attached to the role. Yeah, that's crazy.
No,
well, you got to think at that time.
That was right off.
At that time,
that
Will
was
Smith was not a proven action movie star, because at that point he was still only really known for The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Because that was before Independence Day.
Was what, 97, 96, 97?
Yeah. So
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so
and then like Wild Wild West, that was like 99.
Yeah, that was.
And you had Men in Black. Men in Black also came out.
That was
around
like
that
after
time.
he'd already been established. Because I really Bad Boys kind of established him.
Men in Black was like 96, right? So so Bad Boys, because Martin Lawrence already had a name in the game. But really, what did Martin Lawrence do besides Martin? What did he really have going on for him at that point? So they're just like, let's put these two black guys that are funny as hell,
right?
Put them in a movie together as an action characters. Yeah. Right? Can you verify that for me?
So
what did Martin do before that?
He did You So Crazy. Oh, that was a stand-up film. That's one of his stand-up. He did Boomerang, House Party 2, House Party, and Do the Right Thing.
He was in Do the Right Thing, Spike Lee movie?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was in that. I don't think he had a major role.
But he wasn't in. Yeah, that was his first action.
Yeah, and after Bad Boys, he did A Thin Line Between Love and Hate, Nothing to Lose, Life, Blue Streak.
Blue Streak is so funny.
Big Mama's House, and 20 million sequels to follow that.
How many are there? There's at least 3. I mean, there's at least 3 total movies in that franchise. There's Big Mama's House, Big Mama's House 2, and then like later on,
Big Mama's House.
It was like a straight
Like Father, Like Son.
Yeah, and it had like Bow Wow or something in it.
I think so.
Yeah,
Bow Wow, future WWE superstar.
Whew. What is his trademark going to be?
Who knows?
The flop? Is this going to be a flop? Because like his...
Do you remember the movie Black Knight with Martin Lawrence?
Yeah,
where
yeah.
He went back? I used to love that
time.
movie as a kid.
Yeah.
I used to love that movie.
I do remember that movie. I remember going to Toys R Us and seeing it on the shelf. I'm like, Mom, buy this movie. It's got Martin Lawrence in it. It's like, no. It was like out early too. Like, you know, Tuesdays are always
movie days.
And it was a Sunday and it was out. And I'm like, this is weird. Unless I just had my days completely mixed up. But I'm pretty sure it was a Sunday. Sundays was always like the go out days. Sunday was like we occasionally went to church. Occasionally. So we went to church. Often. And then after church, we almost 99% of the time we would end up going out to eat with somebody from the church, or maybe not necessarily with somebody from the church. And then we would end up shopping, at least window shopping. And I always end up going to the Exchange or going out to Toys R Us, whatever. We'd end up in Elyria because there was a buffet that we used to go to, Hometown Buffet or Old Town Buffet. We used to go there all the time.
Every memory Corey has attached to a restaurant.
It's attached to a movie
or a restaurant.
Or a restaurant.
Some type of food.
Oh.
So Dana Carvey actually had a short-lived primetime show in '96 on ABC. It didn't last very long, but he reprised pretty much all of his SNL characters. So there's nothing original, but that is actually where the ambiguously gay duo first debuted. Was on the Dana Carvey. I always thought it was an SNL skit. But, I mean, it was. But it debuted on Dana Carvey show. And actually, Dana Carvey show also had Steve Carell and Stephen Colbert on it. It launched their careers.
Well, it apparently didn't really launch their careers.
But it's where they got their start. In 2002, he did The Master of Disguise.
So yeah, that was... Yeah, I remember I went to see that movie at the drive-in movie theater with XXX with Vin Diesel.
And people that didn't even watch them, like haven't even seen the movie, know the turtle part.
Yeah.
Because that was in all the previews.
All the trailers.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know that movie was actually released a week after Austin Powers Goldmember. And a lot of people compare the two movies, which is why kind of sometimes Master of Disguise gets a bad rap.
It should never get a bad rap.
And
it's a kiddie movie. It's not. It's like just PG. It's not. It wasn't designed to be really. I mean, it was a family movie.
Michael J. Nelson from Mystery Science Theater 3000 named it the third worst comedy ever made.
It gets too much hate for what it is.
But then again, like they say, I mean, it came out a week after Austin Powers. And that's what people.
A lot of people don't even like Austin Powers.
Not the Goldmember. I think Goldmember was the worst of the three movies. The first one and second one were great.
Yeah, I liked Goldmember tried too hard, I think.
Yeah,
and I still think it because it's something I hold fondly in my heart from my childhood.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you can't do no wrong.
Yeah,
but Goldmember was definitely tried too hard.
Oh yeah,
because you see the budget ramped up, and they were like, Beyonce and.
Yeah,
you know, Michael Myers had to be.
That's before Beyonce was really a major star like she is now.
No,
well, that's still her Destiny Child days.
Yeah, Destiny, she was solo still at that point.
Because I feel like she didn't get major until like after the one musical she was in. What's that music about the girl band? Dreamgirls.
Oh,
thanks.
Yeah,
she was kind of big. She was kind of
popular. Got to be higher. You got to be faster than that.
She was a large name, but you're right. She wasn't. And then. Funny too, because she was in 2002. She was in Goldmember from Destiny's Child, and then Kelly. I want to say Kelly Rowland. She was in Freddy vs. Jason.
Yeah,
so she tried to do her own acting. I don't think it went very far.
No, probably not.
I mean, Beyonce's been in several things. Not
a lot.
Not several. It's not like she's
been in
a crazy filmography, but
yeah, she's been in Lion King, Dreamgirls. She did that movie Obsessed.
Why are you so obsessed with me?
Why are you so obsessed with me? Yeah. So after Master of Disguise, Dana Carvey did not do another movie until 2011. So 9 years, and he was in Jack and Jill, the Adam Sandler movie. It too is considered one of the worst comedies of all time, and it definitely deserved that. He was also in Little Nicky. He must have had a really small part.
Yes, he was. I forgot about that. We were just talking about Little Nicky. He was. I want to say like a ref at the Harlem Globetrotters game.
He was. Yep.
Yeah, and then they took him. They turned him evil or whatever.
Yeah, I do remember that now. He's listed.
But that was before. That was before Master of Disguise.
Yeah. Jack and Jill. His next movie wasn't until Jack and Jill in 2011,
and that was a failure. That was
because Little Nicky was like 90
or 2000.
2000. Comedy Central ranks Dana Carvey as number 90 on the list of 100 greatest stand-up. I don't know if he's that high up, number 90. I don't know.
That why you made me be Dana Carvey?
Yeah,
because that's what you
I'd
think
be
of
the
me.
more successful one of the two
That's
of
what-
us.
And what is Mike Myers? I mean, let's not be fun. Mike Myers has a storied career.
Oh yeah,
but what the hell has he done besides an Uber Eats commercial in the past 5 years? At least 5 years. I mean, he is getting older or whatever. Like Love Guru, people
Let's
didn't
see.
like that. He did a few other things, but really, he hasn't done anything.
No, I mean, I agree with you. Let's see. He's
Love Guru
done-
and Glorious. He was in Glorious Bastards for like a split second. He did Bohemian Rhapsody. He did that
he was
scene.
in Bohemian. He was in Terminal. He was in Shrek. Oh well, he made enough money off the Shrek to live happy the rest of his life.
Somebody once told
Right.
me Shrek was
I mean, he probably didn't have to ever do anything other than Shrek and be set for life.
when I think of Shrek, I don't think of any of the other movies. I don't think I've even seen 3 or 4.
I don't think so either.
I've seen the second one, but when I think Shrek, I just the critically acclaimed first movie. That's the only thing. First movie is the only Shrek that anyone really cares about. And then they did like that spin-off of Puss in Boots. But we're not here to talk about Shrek.
We're here
in
to
my
talk
swamp.
we're here to talk about
Donkey.
Shrek.
Donkey. Let's talk
Yeah.
about Mike Myers. 'Cause I keep saying Michael Myers because I'm a horror fanatic, and of
Alright.
course,
Alright.
the slasher.
It's a hell of a name to have, Mike Myers.
Yeah.
And he's Canadian. He was also in Cat in the Hat.
Forgot about Cat in the Hat.
Yeah,
People
well,
like that.
Yeah, some people did. I don't know why, but some people did.
But I sound. What has he done aside from? I mean,
Shrek. That's all he has to do. It's not. See, that's the difference.
and this is not me hating. It's me going, man. I want more Mike Myers in my life.
Well,
And-
here's the difference between Dana Carvey and Mike Myers. You know, Dana Carvey hasn't done that many movies, but he didn't do any successful movies. Mike Myers did Shrek.
Yeah, it's the only thing
And that's all he's needed to do. Like,
and you know that's 20 years old now too.
yeah, well, Shrek came out. Yeah, 2001, 20 years old.
I don't know, you keep forgetting that it's not 2020 anymore. Feels like it, but yeah, the movie's 20 years old.
And you know, Chris Farley was originally supposed to be Shrek. They actually did the drawings and he did some voice work, but he died. And then they kind of put Shrek on the shelf until they eventually got Mike Myers to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Chris Farley was
And
originally
of course,
supposed to be Shrek.
the studio goes to him and says, "Hey, one of your best friends
died. You want
died.
to take
You want to take his place?" Yeah, I'm sure he's like, "I'd be honored."
Yeah.
I would assume,
I mean-
or it'd be like, you know what? No, I don't want to touch that.
I mean,
But he did it. They're like, it's going to be money, bro. It's DreamWorks. We're gonna make you tons of money.
Well, I mean, if it would have happened, like, okay, let's say I died and the stage came to you, like, hey, you want to take over the show? I mean, I'm sure you'd be like, no, I can't. That's his legacy.
But Shrek is not his legacy.
No, it wasn't.
Shrek was. It's just like an unfulfilled thing, and they were like, "Hey, we really had this. We envisioned him in
How
this
much
part."
different would it have been though? Okay, let's say Chris Farley didn't die. Where would his career went? I wonder.
Down the drain.
You think so?
Yeah.
You don't think he would? You don't think he'd still be making movies?
He would be. He would be where, I mean, a friend of the show, Kevin, is right now. I'm going to say he's down the drain, but I mean, he would be doing some stand up. I don't know though, because Adam Sandler, he'd be on Netflix specials.
Oh yeah,
you're right.
Sure. I'm sure he'd be making good money on Netflix. Well,
Kevin's gonna call in now. Like,
yeah,
I heard
right,
you
yeah,
talking.
I heard
mess.
you guys talking about my brother.
Oh, by the way, I'm going to be at the Funny Stop here very shortly.
Next weekend.
Oh.
I'll be out of town.
I'm still considering going.
Maybe
out.
I'll go to the Thursday night show. Silly Friday. I think we're going to stay at my mother-in-law's for Thursday night because she's driving us to the airport.
We could get a hold of him.
Who, my mother-in-law?
Yeah, get a hold of your mother-in-law. See if she wants to come into the studio.
Yeah. Can be on the show?
Yeah.
Good work. Yeah. But you got like, okay, so Chris Farley. Man, Black Sheep was kind of crapped on. Beverly Hills Ninja was good. I think it was good. It was funny, but it gets crapped on. He was also in Almost Heroes with Matthew Perry before Friends. That's right around the time Friends took off, 98. That's right around the time Friends took off.
Yeah.
But I mean, he died in 97. So, yeah, that movie had been produced a while before it was done or had been shot. And then he was in Dirty Work in 98 as well, which is the Norm Macdonald, Artie Lane movie. It was directed by Bob Saget.
What is he doing directing movies?
I don't know, especially dirty movies. He's an all-American guy. Oh, he was on All That? He did an episode of All That as Chef Farley.
I'm sure.
He was on Roseanne as a man. He must have
done
just
some cameos.
Yeah, it was probably wasn't even credited for that. He was probably just in the background. Yeah.
Did you watch Did you watch I Am Chris Farley?
No. I can't find it. Oh, wait, it is on Amazon. That's not, you gotta pay for it though.
I know a guy.
You know a guy?
Yeah, but you got to watch it.
Oh, okay, I'll try it.
It's good.
I do want to watch it. He has another brother named John who also does comedy.
All of them were all in that scene, right? Weren't all the brothers in
the wedding scene?
In the Tommy Boy wedding scene?
Yeah. He died of an overdose of cocaine and morphine. I just feel like he was so funny. I feel like he would have had a great career. Oh, he'd probably still be dead by now just because of his weight.
Yeah.
Sad to say.
And drug use. Awesome. I mean, it might not have been like an overdose, but I think it would have gotten to him.
Oh yeah.
But now it's all somber.
Holy crap.
What?
Breaking news. Just came in. The founder of Hustler, Larry Flynn, has passed away.
Aww.
Whoa.
The famous and controversial... You know who Larry Flynn is, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Of course you do. He's actually an Ohio guy. Or he opened his first clubs here in Ohio. The famous and controversial publisher known for launching a porn empire has died. Family sources say the mogul passed Wednesday morning in Los Angeles from heart failure. For nearly 50 years, Flynn's been one of the biggest names in the adult entertainment industry. He launched Hustler magazine in 1974, which brought him fame and fortune as it skyrocketed in popularity and also brought countless legal issues. There was a movie made about his life in 96. The People vs. Larry Flint, starring Woody Harrelson. Great movie. Flint's magazine and notoriety also led to him being shot in 1978 in a murder attempt by serial killer Joseph Paul Franklin. The shooting left Larry paralyzed from the waist down and confined to a wheelchair, and he suffered from constant pain and other medical issues as a result.
It's a long time to be sitting in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
Didn't realize it was that long ago.
He also opened the famous Hustler Casino in L.A. in 2000. He attempted to run for president in 1984 and ran for governor of California in 2003. And he offered $1 million during the Bill Clinton impeachment trial for evidence of sexual transgression to publish in the Flint Report. He was married 5 times. He married his most current wife in 98. He has 5 daughters and a son. He was 78. Man. R.I.P. F's in the chat for Larry Flynn.
Pay your respects. F's in the chat.
F's in the chat for Larry Flynn. God, that was, hey. Came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Could die young.
Well, 78's young, but.
I mean, it's not.
78 is in 2021. Well, 70 for him to be paralyzed and all
for
that stuff,
and not have bed sores and die from that, which that's what Christopher Reeves died from, was bed sores, just because you're not able to move. But he was completely paralyzed. Larry Flint just was paralyzed from the waist down. I mean, not that ain't like a big deal, but it's not as bad as full body para.
Yeah,
you know, that's how you get bed sores, because you're just like, yeah, man, that's crazy. It's not a good month to be. It's not a good year to be a Larry.
Yeah,
I mean, geez. Okay, so Flynn took $1,800 from his savings and bought his mother's bar in Dayton, Ohio called the Kiwi. He refitted it and was soon making $1,000 a week. He used the profit to buy 2 other bars. He worked as many as 20 hours a day, taking amphetamines to stay awake. He decided to open a higher class bar, which would also be first in the area to feature nude hostess dancers. He named it the Hustler Club. So I guess he pretty much started strip clubs. He opened clubs in Akron, Cleveland, Columbus, Cincinnati, and Toledo. Soon each club grossed between $260,000 and $520,000 a year. I mean, that's a big fluctuation right there. But that's per club, so... Yeah. He also ran a vending machine business in Ohio, but he closed that because he wasn't making any money. That's what the snacks are from. That vending machine.
Yeah, that vending machine got put in before he was paralyzed.
Right. That vending machine was when he shut down his business in 1976. That's when that vending machine stopped being filled up.
Yeah, those vintage Lay's chips.
Yeah, he was born in Kentucky. Let's see. He was married to Mary Flint from 61 to 65. Peggy Flint from 66 to 69.
There's only one Peggy that matters, and that's Peggy Hill.
That's true. Hey, look, he was divorced for like a year and then he got divorced in 65, got remarried in 66, got divorced in 69, got remarried in 70, got divorced in 75, married in 76. She died in 87, and he got married again in 98. So, hey, I guess the one that died, he was like, I still kind of liked her. So he waited 10 years to get married, or 11 years. That's crazy. He had 5 children, 1 deceased.
Well, they were all born before 78, right?
Probably.
I would assume.
I think
It'd be the one thing that works. His baby maker worked. That was the only thing that worked in his lower.
His gold-plated wheelchair is nice, though.
Oh, yeah. He had a gold plate. Yeah. He also had a Gulfstream 2 private jet. He had his own private jet. He was living in Hollywood Hills when he died, but he still owned property in Kentucky where he was born. He had a daughter who died in 2014 at the age of 47 from a car crash.
Aww.
So she died if she was 47 in 2014. That means he had her in... I mean, there's just no way to tell her when he had her. Well, we don't have enough information to be able to tell that.
I mean, that would just take a lot of math that we don't want to do.
Yeah,
is basically what you're saying.
We don't have all that.
That's easy math. So he was 47 in 2014?
Yeah.
So 7 years
There's
ago.
There's no way to tell.
Sure. Yeah. We're just lazy.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's just call it as it is.
I like his gold plate. Yeah, his gold-plated wheelchair does look nice. I want a gold-plated wheelchair if I ever get shot in the back or something.
Why can't I have a gold-plated wheelchair? I'm jealous.
That'd be what,
1970? I have these working legs and stuff.
He disowned his eldest daughter after she became a Christian anti-pornography activist.
Makes sense.
In her 1998 book, Hustled, she claims that Flint sexually abused her as a child, often calling her names.
That's some pretty dark allegations.
Flint has denied the charges, claiming to have passed a polygraph test and to be in possession of a tape recording of his daughter admitting she made up the accusation for money. That makes sense.
He wouldn't just give her money. She had to make accusations.
Well, I mean, after she became, I guess, a Christian anti-pornography activist.
She didn't want any of that dirty money.
Right, yeah. I mean...
She was like, it's dirty money that he earned from dirty money, but I don't want you to give it to me, but I'm gonna try to,
get it out of you anyways.
So just taking a handout.
Or a hand job.
It's too soon.
Okay. He just died an hour ago.
He was accused of molesting his daughter.
And then I'm talking about hand jobs.
Yeah, I'm talking about hand jobs. Yeah.
Makes sense. I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, but the studio doesn't like me saying the S word.
That's an actual cuss word.
Yeah, hand job is just...
It's not a cuss word.
Could be anything. You could
be anything.
You could be talking about learning sign language.
That's a hand job right there. I'm doing the job of clapping with my hands.
Yeah.
I'm not giving anyone the clap.
You don't give someone the clap with a handy.
No.
Handy dandy notebook.
No. What about with a David Blowie?
I don't know. I think I don't know. I don't know. I didn't learn enough in sex ed in school.
Yeah, I didn't either. I used to think
I took sex ed in middle school, but they didn't get. Well, technically, I did take health class in high school, my freshman year.
We took sex ed in elementary, which is really young to be taking it. Then we took it again in middle school, but it feels like they never talked about like AIDS and stuff. Like I feel like because like up until like I was like maybe 22. No, not that old. But up until like later in life, I thought you can get AIDS just by sleeping with a guy. Like I didn't think
that's it. Yeah, just for the sin of sleeping with a guy.
Yeah,
not if he had already contracted it.
Right. Like I thought it was just you got AIDS by sleeping with a guy. I didn't think he had to have it and you had to be unprotected and blah blah blah. I just always assumed you can just get AIDS by sleeping with a guy.
And you really wanted it, so you're like, let me test this.
I'm gonna take that chance, damn it. Yeah, because I mean, my mom, like, I think it was just the way my mom, like, raised. She was like,
yeah, you.
Like,
so all mothers don't have, you know what I mean? What is the logic in that? But you don't think like that in school.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, like, the way my mom, like, talked to me, like, when she'd find out I was messing with a boy or something, like, when she found the video me and a friend made, she's like, that's how you get AIDS. So I'm just like, oh my God, you can just get AIDS from sleeping with a guy? Like, just that's all it takes is sleeping with a guy? Because I'm sure in high school, this kid, this other kid my age didn't have AIDS. It wasn't like he was going to the bathhouses on the weekend and having unprotected sex with random guys. Like it was two high school kids experimenting.
But you don't know that, though.
Yeah,
you don't know.
You don't know. But the way my mom explained it made it sound like I was going to get AIDS because I slept with this kid. Oh,
you know the sex ed episode of South Park? That's what this reminds me of.
Oh, God. And then she told me, she's like, well, did you guys do any butt stuff? Because you can kill someone that way. I don't know. That's what she told me. And I was scared to death at that point.
Anal ruptures?
I don't know. I didn't have anal until I was like 21 or 22 because I was scared to death I was going to kill someone. Like, no, I don't do that because I don't want you to die in my arms. And then I felt it for the first time. Like, oh, I don't care if you die. Oh, my God, it feels great. I'm just dying in your arms.
You're going to die for this dick.
I'm just dying in your arms tonight. Oh. It must have been while you were thrusting. Oh, my God.
Yeah, I learned.
Yeah, my mom screwed my head up when it came to sex.
And that's why the schools should probably teach it. But
and not your parents.
They said they had sex ed kind of in middle school. But like I hit puberty in like 6th grade.
Mm-hmm.
It's 5th or 6th grade.
Did you know what puberty was when you hit it?
Kind of. I was like, what's this hair?
Why do I got hair down here? That's so weird.
Yeah. And so I was so this was all messed up in elementary school. So you know when you wear jeans, you know sometimes your crotch area will like bubble up or whatever, depending on how. Does that make sense? I don't know.
Yeah.
And I was like poking at it and like, what the hell? Like, why is it? So then someone said they saw me masturbating in class. So it became this whole ordeal. I got called down to the office. And they're asking me about it. I'm like, what are you talking about? I don't even think I knew really like about that.
Right.
I think I did actually because I was watching Comedy Central. So I'm sure I kind of knew about it. Yeah, I was watching Comedy Central way too young.
Way too young.
I was like, I'm appalled that someone would say so. They like the principal was like, you need to go and get this book. And he needs to read it. It's a book about puberty, and he needs to learn about puberty. I'm like, no one could have the talk with me. No one really. I never had that. Like, son,
I never did either.
The birds and the bees. I never had that talk. And I'm fortunate that it didn't. I was like, oh, we'll just pass the buck. Pass the buck on.
Book.
Get the buck out, you know?
Yeah, it makes sense. My mom taught me sex ed and it wasn't really bad apparently.
Yeah. She didn't teach you. She just
Yeah.
You can't
Did you ever sit in class, you know, at that age you just get random erections. Like you didn't have to be thinking about nothing. Like it would just happen. And did you ever have like get called on to like come up to the chalkboard or something while you had an erection, and you had to try to hide it?
Later on in like high school and stuff. Well, not like when I first hit puberty.
I remember like in middle school, maybe
it was middle school,
having an erection, and the teacher would be like, "Hey, come up here," and I'll be like, "Oh man, take a book and
make it more obvious."
Yeah. Well, you know, kids didn't know what boners were at that point, so.
I
would try to think of my teacher naked to try to get it to go down because like I had a real fat. I still remember her. I loved her. She was an awesome teacher. Her name was Miss Worley. This is
Whirly.
6th grade. Because the way our elementary went to 6th grade. Then the middle school was 7th and 8th, and then high school started 9th.
Yeah, that's how it was for me.
Because I know in Akron it goes up to 5th grade in the elementary, then 6th, 7th, and 8th is in the middle
they're trying
school.
to integrate 6th grade into middle school, which is, I don't know if I agree with that.
Well, now the school district I graduated, Springfield, where I graduated, they're actually the middle school and the high school in the same building now.
I don't know if I like that.
Yeah, I don't know. But it's a big building, so.
See, most people in 6th grade, like I think I turned 13 because that would make sense. So I
got held back in 5th grade.
I was 12 in middle school when I started 7th grade. So when I started 6th grade, I was like 10 or 11. And that's a big difference. I mean, you're like prepubescent and then post-pubescent.
Boom, it just hits you.
And so like there's just too much mingling.
Yeah. But I remember getting an erection in 6th grade and like having the picture of the teacher naked because she was literally like 500 pounds. Don't die. First you come in late, now you just want to die on the show. And you're gonna just walk away. No. Just kidding. Don't hate me more. You okay?
Yeah.
Go down the wrong pipe?
Yeah.
Did you choke on a drink or did you just like
No, I wasn't. I choked on my
saliva?
Yeah.
I hate when that happens. That's the worst. That's worse than choking on a drink.
Yeah, I wasn't sipping on anything.
Right. That's why I couldn't remember. I wasn't paying that much attention there.
Yeah, you don't pay that much attention.
I was looking at the screen to figure out what was going on, if anyone was saying anything. But that's the worst when you choke on saliva. But yeah, my teacher, she's probably she's probably 300 and some pounds. She was older too. And I just picture her naked so I can try to get my erection to go down. And it just get harder. It's just weird stuff. It had me questioning everything.
I used to make the boys in junior high pay me to do jumping jacks.
Did you ever get an erection while you were doing jumping jacks?
I don't know. They might have.
Did you?
No, I didn't.
We're talking about you right now, not them.
Nipples on fleek?
It was $1 a jumping jack. Any up, boys?
Did they really pay?
Yes.
That's ridiculous. You
won't do OnlyFans now.
Yeah, what if someone said $1?
I had my clothes on.
Because you can make many a dollars on OnlyFans.
Yeah, why don't you just do jumping jacks? Oh my God, on my throat.
You want me to go get you a water?
I'm dying.
From where? Where are you going to get my water from?
They don't have water in there? Does water go bad?
I don't know. The machines don't even work. The machines don't even work, so I don't know. Hopefully you don't die. Be a horrible way to end the show. We ended the show yesterday fighting. End the show today with him dying.
We need a mini fridge.
He knows how to make it. I know. I actually was looking into that. We need to get a fridge in here.
I'll fill it with drinks.
Yeah. You okay? Turning red.
Yeah, he's having a hard time there.
You know what I'm thinking about right now is all those droplets you're spraying all over the place. And we just ran a COVID commercial about droplets.
I have some gum.
Actually, you have a piece of gum? Yeah. Might be able to get some minty freshness down my windpipe.
Dude, that's the worst thing though. It's like the choking on your own spit.
It's like itchy.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Why is it warm?
I like how she socially distanced the pass off.
Yeah.
Like she stood all the way back and stretched to hand it to you. Like you're not coughing on me, dude. Oh Lord. See all that talk about anal sex and erection? It's got them all excited.
Got him choking. Is it helping at all?
Something like that.
Is it a minty one or is it like
it's minty.
I never liked the hot gum.
It's blue mint though, but it's not blue, it's white. Because
it's polar ice.
Yes.
Okay. I never like the hot gum, like the gum like
cinnamon.
Yeah, I never liked that. Like I don't like I want my gum to be cool. I want it to cool me down and be refreshing.
You know, when you chew gum and then you take like a cold water, you drink something cold, and it's like, it's
like ice.
Yeah, it's like ice, but.
Dude, is there anything worse in the world than brain freeze?
Brain farts. I have brain farts all the time. But yeah, brain freeze is terrible. You think you're dying. You're like,
oh my God, it's the worst.
Like your head exploded.
Oh, I hate it. And then because you try all the, like it tells you to, put your tongue up against the top of your mouth, the roof of your mouth. And that never works for me. I just sit there and die for like 5 minutes until it goes away. And then you eat fast again, your ice cream, and it happens again. You're like, why didn't I learn my lesson last time? The worst part is like it happens when you're drinking a milkshake and driving, and you get a brain freeze and you're trying to concentrate on driving.
You want to know what's the worst thing about driving? Is if you're a smoker and you get ash in your eye.
Oh my God, yes.
Or you drop your cigarette.
Oh, I hate that. Oh, that's the worst. Because you're like, I can't just let it burn on my, my shag carpet in my car.
Yeah.
Because I drive a 70s van. I wish.
I hate when you get an itch on the bottom of your foot and you're driving.
I don't have that issue.
Yeah, I don't either.
Yeah, that's just you. You're weird.
That's a very random thing.
I like being weird, though.
So it is time for us to wrap things up here. We will be back tomorrow at 4 o'clock right here on WMVU, part of the Radio Free Entertainment Network. Don't forget, follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, whatever, MySpace, Parlor. We're on it all. Just look up Lone Ride Home Radio. Until then, remember, if you see that picture of Jesus on Facebook, share it or you will go to hell. Say goodbye, Corey.
Bye-bye.
No matter where you meet a stranger, be careful if they are too friendly. One never knows when the homosexual is about.
Schizophrenic, baby. I love both of you. Schizophrenic, baby. Say you love me too. You too. Now when our romance has just begun, I know when everything's said and done, I'm getting two for the price of one. What fun! Schizophrenic, baby, all my whole life through. You will hear me saying, I love both of you. I do. Baby, how happy we're gonna be, living together contentedly. You and your split personality and me. Schizophrenic, baby, I've got news for you. Schizophrenic, baby, I'm a schizo too. Me too. My alter ego and you and me, and your alter ego, we all will be engaged in a new group activity, you'll see. Baby, let's make it unanimous, just us.